Yahoo! Hello, hello, everyone. It is I, Avery, your favorite leafy boy, and welcome back to another Starrail Sunday. Today, we are going to be continuing our journey through the stars, specifically on the Xianzhou Lofu. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hope you will have a wonderful time here. We do have some visitors here in the Starrail. Well, Astral Express. I do think I didn't do my dailies yet because I didn't have the time, to be honest. So I think I'm going to just try and do some of it for that, and then we will be doing some polls for Jioqiu, who we didn't get last time, even though last time's stream last week was specifically made for my boy, the boy Jioqiu, but we couldn't get him because I didn't have enough jades. However, we are at 74 pity, and after
I'm
this,
hungry for some home cooking.
hi, hello, Gilbert. After this quick daily mission, I will show you where we left off with the polls. Give Lila the message from Gilbert. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Here she is. Teleporting your way.
If we're not on patrol, we should get some rest.
That is a very steep staircase. I was like, this is a cliff. And then I looked down. But why would they put a cliff in the middle of the city? Okay, whatever. You look special. I mean, what's that supposed to mean? Besides the hair, you appear to be normal. Lady, you are talking to one of your guardian captains. Hello? But the way you dress isn't the norm around here. Those patterns are rarely seen, and there's no trace of petroleum jelly on those cleaved fingers and face of yours. Again, lady, you are talking to your guard captain. I didn't mean to offend you. My name is Lila. I'm a Viter. I'm a writer for the Voyager and also a zoologist. What? How? I I am very confused. Why do you need a zoologist? On Eurillo 6, where 90% of the planet is an ice field. Spot on. I did not read the Underground Encyclopedia of Zoology. Read them when you have the time. Are you Gilbert's daughter? Yeah. This is a letter from your father. Yeah. Always so hard on himself. I mean, yeah. He is. I can't really stop halfway, can I? I want to write him a letter and send it together with a good day. Piece of cake. Yeah. That's fine. I'll see you later. Oh. A bunch of rainbows. For Lila. That is Danheng. Cold Dragon Young. I still love that nickname. It's so funny. But that is Danheng. And that is a trash can. Ooh, music. Very lovely. Thank you. Hi.
Welcome to Ever Summer.
I would like to buy a bunch of rainbows. Yes. A parent? Ordinary beauty, they are popular choice among old friends and couples. Yes, that's exactly. That's exactly the thought. Thank you. Lila. Oh, Lila. Hi. I'm here. I'm bringing you the flowers.
If only I could take a look outside the city.
No. But I do have your roses. Or rainbows. Whatever they are called. Okay, and then we are going back to Gilbert. Let's go. Let it. I have no idea what I was trying to say there. Hi. Hello. Mr. Gilbert, I'm back.
I wonder how my little girl's getting on.
She's doing fine. You're back so soon. Young people these days really are quick on their. Did you go see Lila? Yes. We saw her. She sent you a letter as well. Thank you. That's mission complete. Yay. Omnisynthesizer. I can do just whatever here, right? I do need some materials here, so I will need these keys in the future, so I'll just do this. And hopefully that's enough. Perfect. Yay! We're done with the dailies. That's so much easier. Okay. So we're done with that. One other thing before we start today is I did raise my equilibrium level to 4, which means we are Trailblaze level 60, which also means that our characters, if we take a look at them, some of them are level 70 out of 70, and some light bones. No, none of the light bones have been enhanced. Oh, I just wanted to. Yeah, that's right. I wanted to enhance some of the light cones, but I didn't get to it. I also did get the hunt light cone from Curtis shop, which is another 5-star light cone, and gave it to Dr. Ratio. so he is stronger now, as I was using him with Tela and Servo, the current team that we are on in the not simulated universe. What is it called? What is it called? I forgot what is it. What it's called. Forgotten Hall. Yes. Didn't progress so too far. I still have two like stages of it, so I do need more stars and a little bit more uh ooh, to our teams. Gotta get some more uh gear upgrades for us, but because of the raised equilibrium level, this is what I wanted to show you. Because of the raised equilibrium, that's a very hard word to say. That is a very hard word to say. I do get, well, there's a chance of me getting 4-star level of materials for skills and also for characters as well. So it will be an easier way to farm, and I do believe, I'm sorry, I'm jumping around here, but I do believe we can get more boss drops as well, and higher chance of getting 5-star relics from Caverns of Corrosion. So that's a good thing for our account. But the main thing I wanted to do, well, one of the main things, I also unlocked, you have seen this, the not the Forgotten Home, but I also unlocked Divergent Universe, so he's so adorable. I love him. I love him to pieces. So yeah, we did unlock, I forgot the name already, Divergent Universe. So if we open the map, you can see that Hinakoni is unlocked, but it's only in Finalitas Vision, so I do not have access to anything else but Divergent Universe. So yeah, that's the thing. But today we are going to be going to the Xianzhou Lofu for one thing, which is some Jioqiu balls. We have.
If we're not on patrol, we should get some rest.
Thank you, Captain. I guess I should keep this team up and probably remove Servo, because I think if I get Jioqiu, I'm going to be replacing her with Jioqiu on this team until I can figure out something better. Not really sure where I should be pulling, so I'm just going to stand right here and show you the wards. I do have 3,500, almost 3,600 jade. That's more than enough for 2 temples. However, we are still not guaranteed, because the last 5-star I pulled on was a guaranteed jade, and that was a while ago. However, we are at 74 pity, if I'm not mistaken. That's 50. That's 60. That's 70. And 74 pity. And Jade is our last 5-star pull. So, in theory, I should be getting a 5-star any pool now. So I'm going to be doing single pools until I get a 5-star. And I'm hoping for Jioqiu. That was not a 5-star. It was not holographic. Not even a 4-star. Okay, thank you. Mutual demise. That was 75. We're going up to 76. That was not a 5-star. That was another light one. 77. Still no 5-star. Do I have to go to pity? Really? Okay. 78. Come on. Jioqiu, come home. That was not Jioqiu. However, it is Arlen. He's a sweet boy. We're probably not using him, I'm sorry. But that was Arlen. 79. Jioqiu, please. Please come home. That's not him. 80. Jioqiu, please. Jioqiu. No. $81. Jioqiu, please. No. $82. That is holographic. Jioqiu, please. Jioqiu, please. Please. Please, please, please. Please. No. No! No. Oh, come on. I mean, that's a Himeko. For what it's worth, that's a Himeko. Which is one of the best standard 5-stars to lose your 50-52. And I'm also using Himeko, so it's a win situation. Hi. Hiya. Okay. I'm just going to full send it. Let's do a temple. There's no way. Skip. We did get another Arlen constellation, and we did get an Ahility light cone. For every debuff the target enemy has, the damage dealt by the wearer increases by 12%, stacking up to 3 times. This effect also applies to damage over time. This would be a decent light cone for Jioqiu. However, I did not get him, which is sad. What I did get was Himeko's first Eidolon, which is, after Victory Rush is triggered, Himeko's speed increases by 20% for 2 turns, which is not...
The Express's path bridges the stars, as if it were a string of shimmering pearls.
That's cute. It's not bad. I can definitely use this. And we are using Himeko, so she's one of our strongest characters right now. What I can do is break my savings. Wait. Is it? There's a reset. The monthly reset is here. So I can buy some wishes. And I also do have some wishes here. So we are getting a temple here as well. That was nothing special. Oh my god! Yes! Yes! We did get a Gallagher. That's a Gallagher. I am happy. Okay, that kind of makes up for it. Well, not really, but we did get a Gallagher constellation as well. When entering the battle, Gallagher regenerates 20 energy and increases effect resist by 50%.
Careful. Don't get too lost in those sweet dreams.
Thank you. Okay, that's not too bad. So what I can do is I can get some passes here. How many is this? This is 4. I can get 18 here. I'm just going to get 1 so we can do 1 more temple. And then see how everything else goes. That's not a 5-star. We did get a 4-star light here. This is not bad. But that's a DPS light cone, I think. Well, we did not get him. Which is a shame. And I lost my 50-50 to Himeko. Again. Can you believe that? Like, the first time I was going for a character, it was boot heal. I lost my 50-50, just like this. I was pulling single pulls because I was so close to pity. And I got Himeko. And now again, I did get Jade, but she was guaranteed. And now again, we are here with Jioqiu. This beautiful, beautiful fox boy. Who I was so hopeful to get. But I didn't get him. Anyways. We might be doing another polling session next week if the banner is still up. 7 days, 19 hours. So there should be another polling session next week. And hopefully I will be getting some more Jades until then. If not, I'm going to be really sad because I really want to play with this beautiful boy. However, Serval?
You again, Jeppy? Leave some fun for me this time.
And then
Show me some of that trailblazing strength again.
let's go. This is our team that we are going to be using. And we are going back into our Trailblaze mission that we have paused. Paused? Is that the right word? I'm not sure if that's the right word. However, that's what we did. What happened though is very fun, very interesting. We have seen this part before. We have talked with Kafka. We have went over to our boy Danheng to the other side of the Xianzhou. However, that part is like a part that I cannot skip or just like pause in the middle. So we have to look at it again, which is, if you ask me, not too bad, because we can get a refresher about the whole thing that's going on with Kafka and the Trailblazer and the Xianzhou here.
You haven't changed a bit.
It's been like a few weeks that we have first met, so yeah, that's not very surprising.
I'm
but
sorry
hi.
you have to see me in such a sorry state.
Don't act like we are friends. Are you alright? Are you hurt? You don't look like you're in a sorry
Really?
state to me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to affect your image of me.
I mean, you are a Stellaron hunter and we are trailblazers, so we are already on quite on opposing sides, I think.
I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me.
Yep. For people who didn't join us or couldn't be here the week before last week, we already had this conversation, so what is your objective?
Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they
Yeah.
would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer?
Ready as I will ever be.
Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago. Chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us
I'm
to
sorry.
get involved.
I'm sorry. I just drink some water and it went down the wrong pipe. Woo!
Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo.
That's still very
You
wild.
know this now, though you refuse to believe it.
Yeah.
2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it.
That is one
A
thing that
result
we are
of
trying
both
to
internal unrest and external
look into.
aggression. Traitors on the Lafu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Cienjo. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment.
Yeah, we basically got that.
As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here?
That was something that I was wondering too, but as it turns
We're
out,
here for you.
it was us as the Trailblazer, us as Kylus, not the crew of the Astral Express. So remain silent, I guess.
Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Cienjo.
Very interesting. And it gets even more interesting from here.
In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Lafu and achieve something important for the Cienjo. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Lafu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, The Cienjo will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Cienjo? Quite the plot twist, don't you think?
It is very interesting. What is this future you're
Like
talking
I
about?
said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Aeonic proportions.
And that was a huge lore like drop right there. I was very surprised by that last time we heard this. It's very interesting.
Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even Aeons can be killed.
Yes. Mind blown. And you have this part here with our boy Danheng. I cannot change characters. What do you mean I can change characters? That's very sad. Am I going the right way? I think so. Yes. Can I just run past you? Probably not. Let's do this. I'm most probably not going to be wasting skill points here. Can I break him? No, I can't. I have to use skill to do that. Youch.
Let me through. Dodge this.
Boom.
Bloom, don't worry about me. You!
We can only play as Sushang and Danheng, not Luocha.
I've no interest in conflict.
I guess at this point Luocha wasn't like released as a playable character, so it kind of makes sense.
Don't your hands hurt?
Fighting is meaningless.
Boom. These fights are not too bad, actually.
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait. Let's think before we act.
I get what's happening now. Okay, so we didn't have to go through everything. So the little chit chat between Danheng, Luocha, and Sushang didn't happen right now. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope you will be having a wonderful time with us today. So yeah, last time we had like a scene with these three characters talking, and we learned about conflicts between Aeons, like Lan of the Hunt, who is basically like the guardian deity of the Ciencio Lofu, is in a conflict with Yahoo of the Abundance, and there were other like conflicts between Aeons before as well, and even now. And we did learn about the Vidyadhara, and I have no idea how to pronounce that properly, and I will be mispronouncing a lot of things. I'm hopefully at least getting some of them right. But yeah, the Vidyadhara are like a long-lived species who are very dragon-like, and they can change their appearance to be more dragon-like as well. And they are also like children of an Aeon, kind of, called Long, I think. And we learned all about that because of the conversation between Danheng, Luocha, and Sushang. That did not happen. I thought that it was going to, like, we will have to do the dialogue there as well, but we didn't have to, so we can just move on with the quest. And that is another character that we are meeting for the first time.
Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go.
Let's go, as Danheng said. We still don't have any characters that are, or enemies that are weak to our attacks.
The truth of
so
life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
we just gotta brute force it, I guess. Can we take you down? Yes. First round done, but they are Mara struck, so
You! Nothing major.
yeah.
I've no interest in conflict.
Can I take you down? Yes. No. Almost. Yes.
I'll receive divinity.
Don't worry about me. Fighting is meaningless.
This! Rise, Venus!
That's so adorable though. Rice Phoenix. And it's just the giant chicken.
Want to
Cute.
see what I can do? Dodge this!
The truth of life and death, revealed in the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
I think Danheng would be way better
The dead return!
if his ultimate could do like a splash, maybe. Not like a huge, but like maybe a 1 character splash against the enemy.
Let me through! You're not going anywhere!
But alas, Path of the Hunt.
Miss, are you okay? What do you think?
She's been attacked by Marastruck. Sushang. Please.
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet.
A puppet?
My motor is broken. I can't move.
Oh, okay.
Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission. Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders.
I just realized silent but deadly refers to Danheng. Because Danheng didn't give his name. Okay. That's interesting. That's one interesting way to address him. But yeah, that's Danheng. Okay. So she is a judge from the Ten Lords Commission. That's okay. So they are higher up than the Cloud
sorry.
Knights, I guess.
If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just,
Locha.
she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Yeah. Just what I was talking about before. It will come up in a second.
How? Oh, what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Abundance. As I said before, the Xianzhou people, who are Sushang and the lady that we just saved, are like the followers of the hunt. On the lookout to take down the abundance. That's why Locha said, if you tolerate my methods.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As
And
a
that
judge
is-
in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible.
So we have Jie, who is also a playable character actually.
I came to
She
address
was
the
on
root of our
Banner's
crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous.
Danheng knows what's up.
If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wake span might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Come with me.
Let's take a look at this strange accident. Wait. What is that?
I've never seen anything like it.
What was that?
You know, even Aeons can be killed.
So your plan is to kill an Aeon? Killing an Aeon? Humans don't have that power. How could an Aeon possibly be killed? I mean, humans do not have that power, I think. Because it just kind of makes sense when you think about it. Like, even in mythology, gods were feuding and they did unalive each other, so. But I think, like, humans don't have that power.
That's
and
right. It would be impossible for a human.
as far as I know, even the Stellaron hunters are humans.
But then I didn't bring humans into the picture, did I?
Well, I mean, yeah, we are technically Stellaron. Like, we have a Stellaron inside us as the Trailblazer. So,
Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze.
okay, these are all Aeons. Long the Permanence is like a dragon, I think. And Long was the predecessor of the Vidyadhara. Idrilla the Beauty is an Aeon that's most probably gone already, but there are still followers, such as Argenti, who was recently on banners as a playable 5-star erudition character. And at the order, I do not remember, but if I'm not mistaken, they are not around any longer. I don't really know about the propagation, but Akivili the Trailblaze is technically the Aeon that we are following as the Astral Express. Because we are trailblazers. World building. The lore is coming
These
together.
names were once known all over the universe. And now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an Aeon can perish known to humanity.
Tell us about it.
1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Shipe the Harmony.
Okay. I mean, yeah, kind of
2.
makes sense.
In a war between Aeons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeront the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance.
Yeah, just as we've talked about before, Land of the Hunt and Yaoshi of the Abundance.
So, the Cienjo too are engaged in this process.
Why does the Cienjo want to kill the Abundance? How did Tazeront die? What about Akivili? Did they die at the hands of an Aeon? That is something that I'm interested in.
I don't know. Akavili's disappearance was very mysterious. Noose is probably the only one that can answer that question. After all, Droid Head knows everything.
The Aeon of Erudition is news. Okay. It was very mysterious. Spooky, scary. Oh. That's interesting though. Like I am very much interested in stuff like this. Like world building and lore is very important to me when it comes to like game experience, you know, how you experience the game. And lore I think is a very important part, at least to me. And having like complex stories that you can like look into and research, because there's a lot of lore channels out there, especially after Genshin's lore. Like I'm bringing this up again, but Genshin had very interesting lore, not very greatly like interpreted to us, which they improved very much since Inazuma. Like the later half of Inazuma, I believe is when they stepped up their game with lore. They had stuff like sprinkled in, very good stuff sprinkled in, and very interesting things thrown up, but thrown up. Why did I say that word? But like they were throwing around very interesting things, but never really delivering very great stuff, you know. And they stepped up their game. But Honkai Star Rail, it's like a year-old game already. A little bit older than a year. And like the Cienjo was their second region or planet that you can like explore, meaning it was most probably ready and already in the game when you started playing. So this is already the beginning of, well, only the beginning of the game, and the lore drops and the world complexity is already very crazy. I dig it.
What do you think? Fascinating stories, no?
Yeah, it is.
They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you.
Do you believe all this nonsense? Why are you telling me this? What about the third way? All three of these are, well, all the first two are very valid questions. The third one, no. Like, we have supernatural powers. Why would I be thinking this is nonsense? Like, no. Why are you telling me this? And what about the third way? I'm very interested in both of these questions, but I can only ask one. So, what about the third way? I guess.
Hold on. Any minute now.
Any minute, what?
It's begun.
What began? What? What?
Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
What just happened? Okay, so that's... that tree started to move, and I guess it rejuvenated its power or strength or whatever. And then, how did Kafka break free? And then there was Blade as well. So we were right. Blade was, well, not released, but he did get away.
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Trailblazer! The Trailblazer talk. Another thing that's, I think, way better integrated in Honkai Star Rail. The Trailblazer speaks. He's talking. Like, it's nice having a silent protagonist, but Genshin is not a game where you need a silent protagonist. Because the character, like, Traveler, has a personality. It's not very apparent, but it does. But he or she, well, they do have a personality. But here, Trailblazer does speak, and you can be very sassy. You can be very, like, it's way more personality, like that can show through here in this game. So that's another thing that I really like.
Did she brainwash you?
No, but Fuxian saw everything that she needed to saw. She needed to saw. Why? Sometimes I do not understand my brain, but she saw everything that she needed to see. So she knows that the Stellaron hunters are not technically in the wrong right now. That's very interesting though. I want to know what happened there. Can we get there from here? Is my question. Yes, we can. Yeah, I can just jump over here. But that is crazy. Wow. That's very pretty. I can break it. I can come down here and then Tingyun! Hi!
Was
Isn't this the dead tree Qingque showed us earlier?
Yeah.
How did it grow all of a sudden?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
What?
Even the long-lived might not witness something like this in their lifetime. I'm so lucky.
I'm sorry. What? That was not very Kinyu-like. Maybe someone implied a strong fertilizer. The ambrosial ardor was imbued with some kind of power. Fertilizer. Like, see, this is what I was talking about. Personality. You can be, like, very, like, blunt and, like, not caring. Like, with the strong fertilizer. Like, yeah, that's probably fertilizer. I don't care. Or you can actually, like, be thoughtful. So it's probably imbued with some kind of power.
Extraordinary energy. It's the Stellaron.
Mr. Yang, do you mean the Stellaron is making the ambrosial arbor grow?
Yes, the Stellaron the Cloud Knights are searching for must be causing this anomaly.
Yeah, probably. That is very pretty. But if it's really caused by the Stellaron, it's very dangerous as well, probably. Treasure chest. People are shocked and in awe, which is totally understandable. Space anchor activated. Yes. Fusion.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
But it cannot be deceived, right? Isn't that the whole thing about the Matrix of Prescience?
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning Kafka makes sense. It has helped me to fill in another piece of the puzzle. I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That shadowy organization of the denizens of abundance.
Interesting.
Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
General, when did you have these suspicions?
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Aeon emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat.
Interesting. Okay.
The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. Our enemy must have had access to Luofu intelligence for things to unfold in this way. It is evident now. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he here? And why did he draw the Astral Express? That piece of the puzzle still eludes me.
Well, we're here to fill in the blanks, General. Yeah.
Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to get the Xianzhou and the Express onto the same track. Who would have believed it?
General, we must retain all urgency. The ambrosial arbor.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the ambrosial arbor's delve, thereby causing the tree to grow once again. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus couldn't hold off any longer.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you know where it lies.
Okay, so we are getting answers now. Okay. Sorry, stretchy stretch. Don't forget the on-stream. You can stretch as well. You should stretch as well, probably. It's been an hour already. Time flies. That's a very, that's a lot of lore we are getting. And I'm very interested. And I'm very happy and excited for it. So yeah. Just do some stretches and get some water. It's still very hot around, so don't forget to hydrate. But yeah, so apparently it's not the Stellaron Hunters, but the followers of the Abundance, like a rogue group of the followers of the Abundance.
Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
I'm not really a big fan of Fushuan. Like, she was very rash and very entitled in many places where I was like, girl, you need to chill. Especially the fact that she wants the title of general from Jingyuan. Like, girl, this one, like, even like this scene shows us that she's not ready for it. Like, Jingyuan had suspicions way before Fushuan knew anything. She was like acting all high and mighty about it. Like, girl, you still have so much to learn even though you are a master diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor, expel the Stellaron spirits, and prevent the Arbor's resurrection.
That is a feasible plan, yeah.
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything. I have known the Stellaron's location for a while now. So why have I held back our forces?
Because we still don't know who exactly was the person responsible for it. And even if we take out the Stellaron, the group that's responsible is still on the loose. I think.
Well?
You're a scoundrel.
You what?
Pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now, which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control and the traders have run out of patience. Now is the time to capture them all in one fell swoop.
Basically what I just said, yeah.
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the losses if something goes wrong, General?
Please, Lady Fu, I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astral Express. How could I look the other way?
And here we come. Let's go. Listen up, we've got a situation.
That massive tree has suddenly sprung to life. It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the General.
No, Fushuan. It's none of your fault. And the General did nothing wrong. And I'm going to die on this hill.
We can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did we run out of people on the Lawfu?
You gotta learn sometimes that just because you have the forces, that does not mean that you don't need help.
Why are you staring at me? Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret? Allowing Outworlders would be...
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its rules and regulations, all the more so in times of crisis.
Yeah.
As such, I am about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, decisions plural. What a rare pleasure. Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other forces in the approach to the Ambrosial Arbor through the Alchemy Commission delve.
Under... my control?
Jingyuan is a saint. My guy didn't need to do that.
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a general, have you not?
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly... Understood. As you wish.
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellarod. Lady Fu will deploy
Just
the Cloud
what we
Knights,
came
but
here
I would
for.
like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene with Lady Fu further down the line.
Orders received, General. Errands received, General. Payment, or we go and strike. So much personality. Orders received,
This is no
General.
order, honored guests. I'm merely stating what needs to be done should you wish to help us.
You've never really seen us as outsiders, huh?
Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our astral friends.
Oh, of course, General. I am duty-bound.
The Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape delves are adjacent to the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. I'd like you to investigate these places.
What exactly is
It is
the
an ancient
Ambrosial Arbor?
artifact that was planted on the Xianzhou Lafu by Yaoshe, the Aeon of Abundance. It has the power to shape life and subdue death at will. The ancestors of the Lafu people consumed the fruits of the Ambrosial Arbor and gained endless lifespans, thus becoming long-life species.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, sounds like an amazing treasure.
Yes. It was also the bane of everything to come.
So that's one of the reasons probably why the Lawful is against the abundance. Aren't you happy about the Ambrosial Arbor's
As
resurrection?
outsiders, you are unfamiliar with the history of the Xianzhou. I cannot blame you for asking a question like this. Let me tell you a story.
Yes, story
Long
time.
ago, before the Xianzhou took to the skies, our ancestors lived on the surface of a planet. Like all of you, the Xianzhou people at that time were a mortal species with a lifespan of fewer than 100 years. There was a time when the ruling emperor could not bear his temporary existence, or the thought of his life's achievements being lost to another after his death. He became fixated on acquiring an elixir of immortality, and focused his power on constructing a fleet of 9 ships. These ships would voyage into deep space, where traces of gods were rumored to exist.
Interesting.
Did he... succeed?
Yes. And no. He succeeded because, after an arduous journey, the 9 ships eventually witnessed the manifestation of a god. Yaoshe's appearance provided for all manner of unfathomable celestial blessings. However, he failed because the fleet has been lost ever since, and has never been able to return to its home planet.
Interesting.
That doesn't sound so bad. The Xianzhou people went on a great adventure and got what they wanted in the end. Right?
I mean, it depends on your outlook, but it's very interesting. So, the Xianzhou people have become long-lived species, which means they have they can live like longer than 100 years. That's definitely at least, well, not implied but said out loud. But they had to leave their home planet and possibly many families and friends there, and they could never return. So there are people who came from the same planet, and because they didn't make contact with Yaosha, they are probably long dead by now. That's kind of sad if you think about it.
Oh? Our ancestors once thought so too, but the miracle of longevity was nothing more than a vain dream. Take the Law Fu, for example. Immortality seemed like a beautiful thing. But what followed was population expansion and diminishing resources. In the struggle for survival, the immortals lost their humanity and degenerated into mere beasts. After paying the price with blood and tears, the Luofu people finally understood that immortality was not a free blessing, but the beginning of a cruel ordeal. In the eras that followed, other beings that had likewise received Yao Shi's blessings repeatedly attacked the Xianzhou in an attempt to take the sacred artifact as their own. Countless atrocities were committed as a result.
Okay, I am 100% on board and understanding of why the people of the Xianzhou are hunting for Yaoshi.
Many Xianzhou comrades who were lucky enough to survive the wars became stricken with Mara, a condition that immortals are susceptible to. Had it not been for the enlightenment and protection of the Rainbow Arbiter, the Xianzhou alliance you see today would never have existed.
So Lan of the Hunt basically saved the people of Xianzhou.
At this point in the story, I assume you understand the disasters that the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor might bring about?
Yeah. You said there were
Thousands
traitors
of years have passed
inside.
since the Rainbow Arbiter felled the Ambrosial Arbor. Most in the Xianzhou regard the Arbor as nothing more than the stump of a dead tree. Only those familiar with our history and the ancient texts know of its origin. Our ancestors placed the stump in full view of the people precisely to make it seem unimportant. But in fact, they sealed it behind layers upon layers of delve enchantment. Even if one travels toward the Ambrosial Arbor, one will never reach it.
Interesting.
Someone brought a Stellaron into the Xianzhou and planted it among the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor. They wish to resurrect it and achieve their hidden goal through external aggression.
So someone break through the seals that have protected the thingy, the tree, from being reached. That's interesting. This is so beautiful though. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Like the petals and the starry sky and the moon or another planet or planets. And you know, like the Xianzhou is basically many boards of ship. Like these are spaceships. So this is a false sky. Either a false sky or like a glass dome maybe that we can look through. But this is very pretty.
In my
Back
opinion,
to the story.
the force that provided the Stellaron and the force that activated it have different objectives.
Pray tell.
I have asked Fu Shen to open a shortcut to the Divination Commission for you.
You can't you can't just leave us like that with that sentence. Like, what do you mean they have different?
I thought I might be relieved of my guiding duties once the Divination Commission affair was over.
Mistingyun.
Who would have thought the General would take such a liking to you? I suppose I must accompany you further. Fates can be so unpredictable.
Through thick and thin, we're like two peas in a dangerous pod. This could be your moment to shine for the Skyfaring Commission. Are you afraid of the danger, Miss Dingan? This could be your moment to
I
shine.
understand. The LeFou is in danger, and members of the Six Commissions should stand united. You did save my life at Cloudford. Consider this my returning the favor. You want to leave straight away? Let me pack some things. I'll be right there.
Let's get into it.
A step forward bridges no distance hence. The hexagram was right.
Lady Fu.
The ambrosial arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. The future of the Xianzhou is difficult to define.
I'm sorry,
I had
Kafka
long
escaped.
anticipated it. Huh? She's not angry?
She probably
Is there
saw it.
anyone that isn't two steps ahead of us around here?
She is a diviner, March.
Pursuing Kafka is a waste of time and effort. The Matrix of Prescience informed me of her innocence. Our priority is the ambrosial arbor.
Yeah. Are you leading forces into the
From the
Alchemy
time the
Commission?
Stellaron corrosion began to spread until now, the only reports we've received on the Alchemy Commission have come from alchemists and doctors stationed in other delves. The Alchemy Commission is where the Xianzhou's medical research and production take place. However, due to its proximity to the ambrosial arbor's seal, I'm afraid the Stellaron spirits may have plunged it into a deeper crisis than we first feared. To make matters worse, the General suspects there are traitors in the Alchemy Commission. The self-proclaimed disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been plotting this for a long time. And now they're using the location to their advantage. I must take action as soon as possible.
Yeah. The situation is very dire.
He really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the artisanship and alchemy commissions. I'm afraid the former is likely also facing imminent catastrophe. The star skiff is ready. I will lead the way.
Let's go. Let's follow Lady Fu. She's the one in command right now. I've been kind of hard
I still have
on her.
important tasks from the General to attend to. Go carefully, all of you.
Okay.
Understood.
Wait, Master Diviner, can you divine our fortunes for us? Is there anything we need to watch out for?
Where's Belt?
No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Everything will proceed smoothly.
Cool.
Are you sure? You don't need to use a crazy device or do more finger counting?
Finger counting. I'm sure it's nothing we can't manage.
Well said. Thank you for your assurance, Master Diviner. Onward.
It's a good thing that Valt actually came with us to this mission, because we do need the guidance of someone who knows actually what he's doing. 'Cause we are still beginners. So yeah, I was very hard on Fushan, but she is stepping up.
What's the delay? If you're worried about the road ahead, I've already told you. The hexagram indicates an auspicious result. Don't believe me? Fine. Fate is fickle. Better to believe in yourself than look to the sky.
That's it. That's the thing. Like, you gotta believe yourself that you can manage before looking at like external forces. But yeah, she is like stepping up. and acting like the situation needs it, and not as the like spoiled, or what's the word that I'm looking for? I think spoiled might not be the
Look at
best.
all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu.
Entitled, yeah, entitled is the word I was looking for. Like, she's not in acting like the entitled, like, little girl that she did before. She is stepping up. So yeah, I was hard on her, and I'm still not really sure about her as a character, but she is stepping up, so that's a good thing.
The Artisanship Commission Delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people taken star skiffs to safety?
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act to follow.
Okay, that's a low blow, March.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relaxation means after a certain age.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
No, not well. He's not that old, I think. Not really sure.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
The path of Trailblaze doesn't seem to allow for any relaxation either. I mean, yeah, that's true. We did come here right after our journey in Yarilo 6, so yeah, I'm gonna choose that one.
I think they call that complaining from the heart.
Complaining from that.
Are any of the paths in this world easy to tread?
Probably not.
The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms, and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. Entire buildings vanishing into thin air, puppet riots. You get the picture.
That's interesting.
It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in, but they have nowhere to run to either. We should take care, benefactors. Something terrible must have happened.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
Let's see what's happening. Do we have to talk to people? No, we just have to go in. No treasure chest. Oh! The gate is closed, just like the metals from which it was forged. It emanates a cold indifference.
Another locked gate. Time for the old dilemma. Break in or climb over.
A warm reminder, benefactors, that the Artisanship Commission is as important to the Xianzhou as the Divination Commission. Our law states that trespassing into the Artisanship Commission can result in a prison sentence of between 300 to 500 years. Serious violations may result in exile on a barren planet, thousands of light years away.
I'm sure they'll be lenient given the circumstance. I'm not really sure. The general sentence here, surely we get a pass.
Yes, we do. Still, the Artisanship Commission is filled with security mechanisms. Even the General won't be able to save us in time if we get trapped. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm simply suggesting you ask the craftsmen to see if they can provide an insider like Qingche to guide you. It seems more than a little reckless to charge in when we don't know what's ahead of us.
Understandable. Enter the Artisanship Commission to see what is happening. The Jade Seal. Okay, so we do have to talk to someone here. Apprentice? Probably not the one person we are looking for, but we can try.
Master Gongshu.
Hi.
Are you guys Cloud Knights? Are you here to save us?
Well, not technically Cloud Knights,
Your
so...
clothes. I knew I was getting ahead of myself. You're just tourists.
Well, not tourists either. We are trailblazers from the Astral Express. Hi, we're here to help.
Sorry this crisis came during your trip. I'm sorry it came at all.
Worry no more. The knight in shining armor is here to the rescue. Fret not, I'm the cavalry the general sent for. There comes a time when we all feel sorry. Fret not.
Yeah, you just need to tell us what the trouble is. General Jing Yuan pulled out all the stops to get us here. You can trust us.
You mean the general invited you? Is that a joke? The Lafu has the Cloud Knights. Why would he send outsiders? There's been a serious incident in the Artisanship Commission. Nobody's in the mood for jokes, miss.
And we are not joking.
You misunderstand, young sir. We genuinely want to help. Can you tell us what happened here?
What happened in there?
Some kind of botanical disaster. It was like an ornamental tree somewhere suddenly started to grow. There were branches so thick you couldn't put your arms around them. It spread everywhere. The whole commission is being destroyed. I don't get it. The Artisanship Commission focuses on the mechanical. We've got nothing to do with hydroponics or accelerated growth. Where did that thing come from? Waiting around,
What are you
that's
doing
what.
here?
We ran away. It was way too dangerous in there.
Understand.
Please, if you plan on living a little longer, don't go in there.
We can pull our
weight. The worst
weight.
thing is, my master is still inside.
Okay, so we gotta rescue
Master
someone.
Gongxiu is the most experienced craftsman in the Artisanship Commission smelting works. He's in charge of our research project.
So he's probably the person that we should be looking for to help.
When the incident happened, he dragged me, Ziming, and Yuncha to safety. But then he turned around and ran back in. I need to wait here for the Cloud Knight so I can tell them to rescue him.
Why did he run back in?
To save his research
Research
data?
data more important than life? I just heard him shout, "It's gone! We lost the furnace!" By the time we realized, he'd already vanished. Anyway, you said you're here to help us, right?
Precisely.
100%. The general sent us.
You don't have to believe us. The Astral Express doesn't shout about its achievements. We'll look for your master.
In that case, take this jade seal with you. If you find my master, please bring him out safe and sound. If anything happens to him.
Don't worry, young sir. Your master's safety is our...
None of us would be able to graduate this year.
That's the most important thing here.
Let's go. I think this conversation's run its course.
Yeah, probably.
Botanical disaster? It must be the Ambrosial Arbor. But what about the furnace his master mentioned?
Probably. Yeah, it's probably the Ambrosial Arbor. It was the guy that we needed to look for. Do we go in though? Is the question. Why is this? Oh, yeah. It's just the end of the patch. Event. Let me take a second here. Sorry. I want to check myself.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I think this is the part where we are going to be ending it for today. Because we just started Humming Antlers Entwined Horns, which is the next part in the Trailblaze mission. However, it is probably going to be quite long. And it's getting very hot in here. So, for now, before we are running into another disaster and my PC shuts down like before, that one time that we do not talk about, I am going to thank each and every one of you for joining me today on this adventure. Avery is still a sad boy for not getting this foxy M3D boy named Jioqiu, but I am going to be grinding some more jades, and if it's very necessary, I am going to use Undying Starlights just to get more wishes or special passes. Sorry, not wishes, special passes. Because I really do want to play with this little boy. Well, he's not very little, he's an adult male. But yeah, I do want to play with this boy. So we are going to be, well, I am going to be trying to get as many resources as we can to make sure that we can pull him on this banner. So we did a few things. We did talk to Kafka. We did witness Kafka escaping with Blade. And we learned a lot about Aeons. We learned a lot about the Xianzhou and why the Xianzhou and Lan of the Hunt are so against Yaoshi of the Abundance. And it turns out it's probably the followers of Yaoshi who are causing the trouble in the Lahu, not the Stellaron Hunters. But anyways, if you liked today's stream, please leave a like down below. And if you want to keep updated, subscribe to see when I am live again. Also, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining today. That was it for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.